Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and today we'll see a new problem in binary tree. So basically we are given a binary tree. We need to find the average of each level, right? So for example, let's say here we have this binary tree. So if you see in this first level, we need to find the average of each level. Now what is the average of this first level? In first level we have only one element, right? Now what is average? Average means the sum of all the numbers, sum of all the nodes which are present in this level divided by the number of nodes present in that level. Now in this level we have only one element, right? So it means the sum and the count will be the 1. So the sum will be the value equal to the node value and the count will be the 1. So it means here we have the average as 1. Now if you see in this level, what is the sum of all the nodes? Now here the sum of nodes is 2 plus 4, which is 6. Now how many nodes are there? There are 2 nodes. So it means 6 divided by 2, which is 3, right? Now if you check in this level we have 3 nodes, right? It means the number of nodes is 3, and what is the sum? Sum is 10 plus 20 plus 30, which is 60. So 60 divided by 3, which is 20. So it means these are the average present in each level. These are the average of all the numbers present in each level, right? Now the question can be that just print the average of each level, or the question can be that give me all the average in a particular list or an array. So now in this case what we can do, we can basically put all these values in a list as well, and then at the last we can return this list, right? So I hope you have got the question. What is the question? Question is that we need to find the average of each level. That's it. Now let's come to the solution, how we can do that. Now the point is that if we need to find out the average of each level, it means we need to find out the sum of all the nodes present in a particular level, right? So it means if I'm finding out the average of this level, so I need to find out the sum of each level, and I need to find out the number of nodes or number of values present in this particular level. So it means the two important point is we need to find the sum. We need to find the sum of each level, right? So at the starting we can say this is 0, and for the count also we can say, because we need to find the count as well, that what is the count or how many number of nodes present in a particular level. Now if you see, you need to do this for each level, right? For this level also, for this level also, for this level also. Now if you need to find out the level wise, because we need to find the average of level wise, it means we can take the help of the level order traversal, right? So in level order traversal, if we implement using queue, what we do, that we basically put the first element in the queue, and then we remove the element, and then we keep on printing the values in the level order wise. So in level order traversal, the only problem that occurs is that it basically doesn't take care that where a particular level is ending, right? Because in level order traversal, what happens, let's say if I need to find the level order traversal for this one, so what I do, first of all I put 1 in the queue, because I take queue. Then after that I remove the element from here, so I print, okay, this is my first element of the level order traversal. Now after that I check that if this element which I have removed, if it has a left element, then put this value into queue. If it had the right value, then put this value into queue, right? Now the same thing again I do, I remove the element from here, so I print 2, and I again check that if this 2 has left or right, so add that value into queue. So here I will add 10, and here I will add 20. Now again I will do the same thing for the 4. I remove the 4, I print the value, I check whether it has right or left, so it has right value, so I put this value into queue. Now I remove 10, so I'll print 10. Now 10 doesn't have any right or left, so it won't do anything. Now I remove the 20, so I print 20. Now because 20 doesn't have the left or right, so I won't do anything in the queue. Now I remove the 30, right? And because 30 has also no left and right, so I won't do anything. And now because my queue is empty, so after that I can say, okay, that I have printed all the elements in level order wise. So this was my level order traversal, right? Now the point is here there is no condition that how we'll know that where my level is ending, right? So if you somehow do this, if you somehow recognize that where the level is ending, then you can basically have the sum and count of all the nodes in a particular level, right? So we basically do this using the size variable. So using the size, basically we can take care, or we can know that where the level is ending. Because if you see here, if you somehow know that how many elements are there in a particular level, so I can easily get this sum and count, right? So if you see, this was only one element in the first level. Now these were the two element in the second level, and these were the three element in the third level. So you need to only take care of this one, that you should know that how many elements I have in a particular level. And if you know this, then you can easily do this answer, right? So let's see how we can do that, and how we can basically figure out using the size. So first of all, let me remove this one. So what I do, that I take the q here as well, but I take the, so first of all I put the first value into q, right? So here is my q. Let me write q something like this, and here I put the first element in the queue, and here now I take the size, that what is the size of the queue as of now. So the size of the queue is 1. It means I know that in the first level I have only one element, right? Now what I do, I remove the element from here. Now first of all, I add the value of this value in the sum, so it will add 0 plus 1, and now I will add the plus 1 in the count as well, right? And now after removing this, I decrease the size as well. So now my size will be, I will decrease the size by -1, right? Now my size is 0. It means I have covered all the elements present in that particular level, right? Now what I do, that before this one, I check that the element which I have removed, whether it has any left or right. So now if it has any left or right, I add this value, I add that value into the queue. So here this one has a left, so I add this value in the queue, and this value has a right as well. So here I put the value into queue, right? Now because for this level I am done, because my size has become 0 and I have got the sum and count. So what I do, at this moment I take the average. So what is the average? Average is sum divided by count, so average will be 1, right? So basically what I do, I take a average list. So here let's say I have average list, so I put that value into the average list. So here I have put this 1 in here, right? Now after that, once my size is 0, it means now I again take the size, that what is the size now? Now the size is 2. It means I know that in the next level I have 2 elements. It means I need to operate on the 2 element, right? So you see here that using this size, I know that how many elements are there in a particular level, right? So what I do, that as soon as I go for the, or I iterate for the next level, like for this level, I again reset both these value to the 0, right? So now both the value will be reset to 0. So here it will be so let me remove this one. Yeah, so now this sum will be 0 again and the count will be 0 again, right? Because now I'm operating for this particular level, for the second level. Now I again do the same thing. I remove the element from here. So now I have removed the second element, and I basically add this value into the sum. So the value is 2 and the count is, I increase plus 1, right? And now I decrease the size by -1. So now it will be 1. So because and now before doing further, I check that whether this 2 has any left or right, and if it has any left or right, I add that value into Q. So this 2 has left, so I add this value into Q, and this right has also, so I add this value into Q, right? Now the size is still 1. It means it is not 0. So it means I have one more element which is left in this particular level. So I again remove the next element from the queue. So now it will remove this 4, right? So as soon as I remove this 4, first of all I add that value into the sum, and I add the plus value plus 1 in the count, right? And I decrease the size to -1. So now it will be 0. And now I check that whether this 4 has any left or right. So this 4 does not have left, but it has right. So I add that value into the here in the queue. Now if you see, the size has become 0. And if the size has become 0, it means I am done with all the element present in this particular level, right? So you see here, again we are aware that the size is 0. It means we are done with the other element. And as soon as my size is 0, I take the average. So what is the average? Average is the sum divided by count. So the count is 2, so it will be 3. So I add that value into the average list. Right? Now, because now I will be operating on the next element. So what I do, I take the what is the size now. So the size is 3. It means I know that in the next level I need to operate on 3 elements. Right? So it means whenever size is 0, the number of elements left in the queue are basically representing the number of elements present in the next level. Right? So now I will be operating the same thing for the next element as well. So again do the same thing, that because when I'm operating for the next level, so again I will basically operate, or I'll reset all these values to the 0 0. So now my count and sum both are 0 now. Right? So I again do the same thing. I remove the element from here. So now I will removing the 10, and I add in the sum first of all, and I add plus in the count, and I decrease the size by -1, so it will be 2 now. Now I check that whether this 10 has any left or right. So this 10 doesn't have any left or right, so I don't do anything. Now I remove the next element, which is 20. So I add this value into the sum, and I add +1 into the count, and then I decrease the size by -1. Now I check whether this 20 has any left or right. So this does not have any left or right. So I again remove the element from here. So now it will be removing 30. So first of all, I add in the sum, I increase the count, and then I decrease the size by -1. Now I check that whether it has any left or right. So this does not have any left or right, so it means I don't do anything for this. And now because the size is 0, right, the size is 0, it means I am done for all the elements in this particular level. So I do the average. So average is total sum divided by count. So total sum is 60 and divided by the count is 3, so it is 20. So I add into average list. Now I again check that how many elements left for the next level. So if you see here, now the next is queue is empty. It means there is no such element left in the queue. It means we are done with all the traversal of each element. So if it is the case, if the queue is empty, so if queue is empty, it means I am done, and at the last I return this average list. Right? So this is how you can see that this is how we have basically traversing the element, or this is how we have calculated the average of each level in the binary tree. Now if you see the time complexity in this case, so before showing the code, let's see the time complexity. So the time complexity will be, so what we are doing, we are basically covering the each node you see in the queue. So we are one by one basically processing the each node in the tree. So if there are n nodes, so it means we need to cover the n nodes, so it means this will be the big O of n. And what will be the space complexity? So because I am taking the queue, so it means the space complexity will be big O of n. Right? So now let's see the code, that how we can operate this one. So this is a binary tree, and this is how I have created the binary tree. Now I am calling the function level order average, where I am passing the root node. So if you see here that I am basically, I'll return the list of the integers. So integer basically will contain the average of each level. Now this is a negative case. Let's say if your node is null. So if your node is null, it means your binary tree is null. So in this case you can return the empty list. So here I am returning the empty list. Then you create an average list. So average list will basically contains the average of each level. So this will be the case which will return at the last. Now I am taking a queue where I will store the nodes. So if you see what is the nodes, nodes is basically the structure of the binary tree node, which have the left, right, and data. Now at the starting, I am basically initializing, or I am basically inserting the root element, the first node, the root element in the queue. And now here I am operating this thing in the while true. So basically, first of all, I take the queue size, that what is the queue size. Now if my queue size is 0, so if my queue size 0, it means I am done with all the elements. So if I am done with all the elements, so it means I will break. It means I am done with all the elements, and then at the last I can return this average list. Right? So this is the case when I am done with all the elements. Now if my queue is not empty, it means what I do, for each level I initialize this sum equals to 0 and count equals to 0, and I do this until my queue size is greater than 0. So you see here what I do, that I am basically getting the size of the queue, and then after operating on a particular node, I am decreasing the queue size. So I'll operate this until queue size is greater than 0. Now what I do, that if my queue size is greater than 0, it means now I am operating for a particular level. So if you see in this case what is happening, that this while loop is for a particular level. It means I will operate for all the elements in this particular level, right? So I remove the head node. So why I'm calling this head node? Because the queue will basically, from the queue it will remove the head node. So now as soon as I remove any element from the queue, I add this value into the sum and I increase the count, right? Now I check that whether if this value has any left node, so add this value into the queue. Similarly, if this value has any right node, that add this value into the queue, and now after that decrease the queue size, right? So basically this thing is happening for a particular level, and after that, once I am done for a particular level, so it means as soon as my queue size is 0, it means I am done for a particular level. So what you do, you basically add this value into the average list. So average list is basically list. So what I do, I basically add the average. So how you add the average? You add the average sum divided by count, right? Now after that, again it will go in this while loop, and if your queue size is 0, then it means case it will break, otherwise it will again reset this sum and count to 0, right? So this is how we operate, and at the last we can return this average list, which will contains the average of each level in a binary tree. And then if you print this, so it will give you the answer. So let's run the program. So if you see here that it is printing you the answer 1, 3 and 20, right? So that's it about this video. We have seen the logic, the code, and the time complexity and the space complexity. So I will also put the source code into description section, so if you want, then you can also get it from there. So if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section. I will try to explain that. And if you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.